Kevin, good to see you, man.
Good to see you, mate. Good
I'm
to see
here
you
at the Rollsizer booth. You guys know I'm a huge fan of this. I use it every time I reload now. It has made my reloading process easier than ever. Really makes it nice when I'm sizing my brass. But as you know, I have the conventional universal that came out that you turn with your hand. Kevin, you have something new you are really excited to show off.
It's taken a while, but we managed to come through with the goodies. Okay, you're familiar with the universal Rollsizer. What we've got now is the step up from that. It's a combination of our existing machines, but it's an automated process. It still is a manual feed. Drop it in as normal. You'd set the machine up the same way as we do for our normal universal.
Okay.
But a one-step button and it cycles. Same machine, plenty of power, does the same job. The best thing about this is if you're going to go through 1,000, 2,000 cases, such as your winter prep time, this is the machine. I'm not sure you want to do 1,000 cranks at one go, which is fine if you're doing 100 or 150.
Yeah.
But the advantage with this is it's like our other machines. They're a little bit over-designed, but they've got the same, I think they've got the right quality gear. They're not cheap. They're not cheaply made.
Do you feel like when you have the automated versus the hand crank, is there any difference in terms of the consistency that you get on the roll size, or can people feel confident that either machine's going to give them the same consistency?
Absolutely no difference. The only thing that you'll notice about this is that the manual gives you the hand ability to feel the case.
Okay.
But nothing stops the eyes. If you're seeing the eyes, you're seeing what's happening with the cases, you still have the opportunity to take a case out, see it's done what you want, you can still measure it, but the actual roll sizing process of the machine is exactly the same. The gearbox and the tolerances, now machining tolerances through the process, exactly the same.
And I've had people ask about that because they say, oh, well, if I crank it faster, it's going to do more than if I go slow, anything like that. No truth to that, right?
I don't think so. There's nothing to suggest that it is going to do anything better or worse. The key thing is just having a steady state result, but I don't know that anybody could prove to me that faster or slower is better. The one thing though that as we've noted before is that we're getting a lot of interesting feedback that the process of roll sizing means the base doesn't work as much, and we are seeing a lot less rate of stretch in the primers. Now, we've had a few people come back with normal roll sizes, not universals,
yeah,
but the process is the same. Well, I'd love to actually see some technical data behind that, because...
And what's important there is we're not saying that the Rollsizer will shrink a primer pocket, but the process of doing the roll sizing is more keeping it in check.
Correct. Because you're rolling it in very small areas, there are 3 points of contact in the roll size universal and 2 on the standard machines. What that means is you're not working the entire base to try and open it up. Now, if you try and open it up by a ring, which is your sizing die, you're going to try and work the weakest part, which is going to be your primer pocket.
Right.
By working on very small areas on the Rollsizer, what we're seeing is that the reloads, my personal reloads, 40 to 50 at that point, the sidewalls are so thin you could dent them with your thumbnail.
Yeah.
That's probably well past user recommended activities, but it works. And it's only then do I start seeing a statistical failure, maybe 1 in 100, 1 in every 200 cases, where I start getting loose primers. That may be in other cases, other people's cases come into the equation, but given that they're all Starline, Supercomp, nickel, it's probably not.
Yeah.
But yeah, the machine is exactly the same fitting, exactly the same components. Very simple. We're using the same power components that we use on our DC machines.
Okay.
We've had them out for years. They're serious quality power supplies. We've had these, and these are the best we could physically buy in the market. They're fully waterproof. They're IP rated.
Wow.
I wouldn't put them and dunk them in water, but they are technically waterproof.
Right.
But the switches and the components, they're all massively over-designed.
Yeah.
Which is about the right way to do it. I really don't like the idea of stuff wearing out or breaking. If you're going to invest in good quality gear, you want it to last.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you walking me through that. I know you have another surprise we're going to talk about a little bit later in the year.
Oh yeah.
For the time being, I appreciate you having me by the booth. Always good to see you, Kevin.
Good, buddy. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Appreciate your time.